The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second down and 4. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they face a third down after the fumble on second down. Cousins now from the 50. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. First and goal from the 8.
Here we go.
Kaiser. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That's complete to John Ross. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run. Accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, Cousins. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Uh-oh, Kirk Cousins. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Come on, let's go.
In motion, the tight end. On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
All right, now look at this.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. Watch it now. Leopard. Now let's go. All right, now, look at 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. No. Check, Patriots. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Gone. All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On second down, Freeman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
All right, here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. The NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On third down, Kaiser. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On second down, Johnson. And some space here. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this one is right down the middle. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Andrew Billings able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They keep it with Crowell on first. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw is Kaiser. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Time running out here on the play clock. They're going to look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Back to throw here. Now he steps away. And some room to roam now. And just shedding him off there. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. The play clock's running down. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! No. Hurry up, here we go.
Freeman again. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Play clock winding down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Danny Shelton in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
20! And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, now look at 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Here we go. Time right. Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
Kaiser now. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
We've got tight left. Watch tight end. Let's go.
Again, it's Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
319.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Here we go. Blue, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They go play action here on first down. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down near the 34-yard line. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So here we go, first and 10 now. They run, Devontae Freeman. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And they're throwing here. Kaiser going for the deep ball. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. After the penalty, it's Crowell. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Ohio.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Kaiser. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2 by 2 inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.